I'm going to be very interested to see what this pitch does, because it's very, very good for this time of the year. I think the technology and pitch preparation is there now that I think these groundsmen can produce pretty much what they want, regardless of the weather. So the only excuses of both these teams is the fact that it's really, really cold. Then again, I stood out there and I thought, it's not that bad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was England-Pakistan series, and it started off at 40 degrees and it just came down to 37, 36, and the weather is changing there in Pakistan. It's getting cooler now. It is, of course, going to get a lot cooler.
The earliest the ball international series by quite some way, it'll be Tuscan Ahmed, and he's not ready. Very impressive as he is quite at his best. And he's still there, and he's got a big responsibility on some big shoulders as well. And there's some swing, not much bounce, but genuine swing.
Very, very good start. Full and looking for that. Did get no real bounce, expecting maybe a little shorter.
Got a slip in there also.
Now that third, got to get your head around, hitting high on the bat. Now you come from the subcontinent, hit round about the middle of the bat because it was skid. Tends to hold and bounce a little bit. Not a fast bounce here in New Zealand, but bounces nonetheless.
Well, both these teams days ago, and there was a bit of snow around, and not really much outdoor practice. They had indoor practice, so it's going to be a bit of test.
No!
It's very new. It's a magnificent new real asset. That sort of holding bounce.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good the indoors test or pitches you have. When you go out there, it's a different ball game. The pitches are a lot different, and you don't get that much seam movement when you're indoors. And it's all close, and it's not the same feeling. And I think this outing for these two will really test.
One ball to go in the first over. It's been a tidy start by Tuscan Ahmed. Doesn't carry to. There's no run. One off the first over.
This could be the nature at its most beautiful. That way. The new iPhone 14 Pro with a massively pro camera system. Get it with the UK's only phone when you trade it in, only at Vodafone.
Couple of years Bangladesh, so very much trying to search for their best side. They are not really ranked particularly high. They're right down the bottom when it comes to the T20 rankings. Pakistan ranked third in the world, and have just a little bit of fine-tuning and probably just need to create some opportunities for those who haven't played massive parts for Pakistan over the last wee while. Coming off England as well, so they Mr. Fazal Rahman, just like Tuscan Ahmed, has played a lot of cricket in New Zealand. Left arm fast medium. It's got a good slow ball as well. It would have been interesting to see the ball swing from the hand of his bowling partner as well. He's got a stiff breeze to bowl into. Just a little bit of swing for the left arm. That's a good run. Bit off. Sitting deep. Just need to actually correct what we're talking about, Waka. Lincoln now, which used to be the high performance centre for New Zealand, which is 20k or so out of Christchurch, they now have an indoor grass facility, a little bit like what's at Tauranga as well, and that's where the players apparently have been.
What was that appeal for? It was way. I think most of the field got a little tickle on it. There was a little hitting the boot. A
little noise somewhere, wasn't there? So I think it was more than just trying to get away with a loose one down the leg side. He was here last time Pakistan toured, and he was very much a spectator. He suffered an injury. He spent a lot of time walking around the ground. Not much time actually batting out in the middle. Just couldn't get back on the park on that tour. It was a real shame. Hasn't timed it, but he's timed it well enough, and he's placed it just well enough. Big boundary and a fast outfield as well.
That's a big surprise. Although Babar didn't time, it was not a bad delivery, but he didn't try to check the stroke. You don't pick up the length right, and the first of Pakistan, the length was really good, maybe a little bit, and made sure.
Really used the bottom hand in that. It's not allowed him to get it just far enough. There's no real timing in the shot. It does take away that. Now there's a bit of an issue here. Fairly innocuous sort of slip, and then things happened on the turn.
He slips, he had to really put his hand down, and that hand came down at in the wrong sort of direction. Maybe there, that might be an issue. You need full spikes and the long nails when you're playing in this part of the world. The square is very green, even the pitch has got a lot of grass on it. I think it's just strained his wrist a bit. He should be okay, hopefully.
There's no stranger to freak injuries. It was a broken thumb that put him out of the New Zealand tour. Suffered in the nets in Queenstown last time. He seems all right. This is the one they appealed for that was very wide, and there wasn't noise as it went past, but you definitely see a big gap between that and Paul. All right, ready to go again. No, we're not. A bit of time in there, but no placement.
Square of the wicket or behind the wicketkeeper is not that long. The square of the pitch is pretty decent, so you really have to.
Square leg, and he won't get within. Yeah, so this is good. Just got over the top of it as well. Great control. And it just rocketed away. That is a big part of the ground down there. But it will. Any risks. Time. A little to 2.
Oh, you're not gonna. You've won?
What?
Yeah! Take it! The wind's gone!
Going into the World Cup after this is the ICC ranking. Mohammad Rizwan right at the top. Baba player.
It's in Tuscan Ahmed.
Hassan Mahmood, very young. 3 wickets.
It's into 1. Hasn't bought his New Zealand boots, that's for certain.
That's a real concern when you come to New Zealand, Australia, because the pitches are so hard, and if there is a little bit of grass on the pitch or even on the side of the pitch, and if you're not running, there you go. Even you got the spikes, they slip. You have to really stay on that happen. Yeah, that's the right length to ball on this pitch. Just back of the stump. You go little room.
Wow. Into the wicket, over at the top of about middle and off. Both these players